Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the 57th governor of the great state of New York, Kathy Hochul.
Good morning, New York.
Good morning.
Excuse me, this is New York. Are you fired up to be here? All right, that's a little more like it. Wake up, everyone. We have soccer on the brain. First of all, I want to welcome New York City's #1 soccer fan, our mayor, Mandami, who's out there showing his skills on the pitch, showing up the kids. Did you feel good about that? We decided this is how we're going to spend more of our time, but he has done he's been an amazing partner as we begin to welcome the world to New York's World Cup. I also want to thank our FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, who first came to us and started the preparations and started bringing the energy, the vitality, the excitement of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So we are so excited that it's just around the corner. Let's give him another round of applause. George Weah, the soccer legend and former president of Liberia, has joined us to show off his talents as well. Hugh Evans, Global Citizen co-founder and CEO. Alex Lasry, CEO of the New York, New Jersey FIFA Host Committee, doing a great job. Our Parks Commissioner, Betsy Smith, the Central Park Conservancy President, and Justin Branner, the Senior Director of Major Operations. But can you just feel it in the air, everybody? There's something different. Okay, it's not just the Knicks, I get it. It's not just the Knicks, but it is the Knicks. But everybody's so alive and so excited. I was just on the subway the other day, and you know what? People are talking to each other. Okay, this is earth-shaking, and they're sharing stories and talking about somebody's socks that say FIFA and somebody else's hat that says the Knicks, and so I can just feel the electricity. I love to harness this as well. So we are literally counting the minutes until the World Cup comes to New York, and we literally expect over 1 million people, million plus, to descend from all over the world to come to our great region. And we want every single one to have a world-class experience, and every single New Yorker can be part of the World Cup magic, even if you can't get a ticket to the stadium. Okay, most New Yorkers are probably not getting tickets to the stadium, but we want them to share in the sheer joy of this. So especially July 19th with the FIFA World Cup final. So we together are here to announce that we are having the largest watch party, the biggest match in the world, largest watch party, biggest match in the world, right here in Central Park. Yeah. You heard it. First tier. And guess what the price tag is? It's free. Yeah. So right here on the Great Lawn, there's no better place, the quintessential New York experience to bring everybody to this location, from Shakespeare in the Park to the Global Citizen Festival, the Philharmonic, or just sunbathing. This is the summertime go-to spot for New Yorkers. And now it'll be the city's front row seat to that beautiful game. And again, we partner with superfan Mandami and sponsors like Global Citizen. We've invested $6 million from the state of New York to make this experience happen. And on July 19th, over 50,000 people from across New York City and the world will be able to participate and watch the final together right here. So we're so excited. We're going to have huge LCD screens, immersive sound, New York City DJs to add a little special vibe to it, food vendors, and an incredible halftime show. Mayor, are you performing? Is that the secret here? No, okay, just check. Once in a generation lifetime part of something that is magical. Lottery tickets, get this everyone, are we open on Thursday, June 11th at Global Citizen's website, globalcitizen.org. Again, thank you, Global Citizen. Let's give them another round of applause. Tickets are free, but we're setting aside 20%, 10,000 tickets for youth soccer groups and for community organizations and not-for-profits, so everybody can make sure they have a seat here on the Great Lawn. And there'll be watch parties throughout the 5 boroughs. The mayor and I announced statewide as well as the boroughs. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing fans cheer all the way from Syracuse to Staten Island. And I cannot wait for that moment when Team USA in the finals. You heard it here, okay? Yeah. Who's laughing? Who's laughing? Give me a break. Well, for a soccer mom like me, soccer mom, this is a dream come true. But we also are not just going to be filled with cheers. We're also going to be filled with kicks because we just cut the ribbon on FIFA Arena. Central Park's new mini soccer pitch, so players of all ages can practice their soccer skills or actually learn them for the first time, whether you're in a soccer clinic or kicking the ball with friends. And you think about it, it could be a child's very first experience with a soccer ball. Someone here on this pitch of dreams, I'm sorry, Field of Dreams, but this is the pitch of dreams for a young person who maybe never had that experience, but becomes electrified about how exciting it is to be united in a sport that is known around the world. This is a sport that brings people together like no other, a global experience for everyone. It is the world's most played and most watched sport, so let's let it happen for young children right here as well, perhaps for the first time. So I want to say this. New York is not just hosting the World Cup. New York is the World Cup, and I want to thank everybody here who's making this exciting moment happen. Because New York, this is our moment. This is our moment. From the Knicks to the Kicks, we are the envy of the world. The envy of the world. So let's just own it. Let's celebrate, everybody. Congratulations. Let me bring up the mayor of New York City, super soccer fan, Mayor Mondami.
Good morning. It is a pleasure to be together here in Central Park in the heart of Manhattan. And I am glad that we are joined today by Governor Kathy Hochul, who has been such a partner in preparing for this moment, FIFA President Gianni Infantino, who has a big month coming up. And I also want to acknowledge we have leaders from across our city and state. We have our borough president here, Brad Hoylman-Siegel of the President of Manhattan. We have Alex Lasry, as the governor said, the president of the New York, New Jersey Host Committee, JT Batson, the CEO of U.S. Soccer Federation, Hugh Evans from Global Citizens. We also have our Parks Commissioner, Tricia Shimomura. We have our World Cup team, Maya Honda and Ellen Canfield. And we also want to say thank you to Betsy Smith, the president of the Central Park Conservancy, Betsy has been an extraordinary steward of Central Park and has made this project possible. And I want to thank all of the FIFA legends that we have here with us as well. You know, when I was a child growing up in East Africa, there were towering figures. And then there was George Weah, the first African player to ever win the Ballon d'Or. If you had told 7-year-old me that I would one day go into the same line of work as this man, I would be extremely disappointed to understand that you meant politics. But while I will not pretend to possess President Weah's speed or his calm comfort in front of goal, nor would I have ever been able to stomach wearing a Chelsea kit, we do share something in common: a desire for this World Cup to be enjoyed and celebrated by every New Yorker. That is what brings us together today as we make an enormously exciting announcement that when the World Cup final kicks off on July 19th, just a few miles from here, New York City will host a free watch party for 50,000 New Yorkers on the Great Lawn. The most iconic match of the most iconic tournament in the world deserves to be watched in the most iconic park in the world with the most iconic skyline as its backdrop. And in a moment where sports experiences and memories they create have grown increasingly unattainable for working people, we will make this viewing party 100% free. And you will need not spend thousands of dollars to watch the final alongside your fellow New Yorkers. That is what it looks like when the state and the city works together on behalf of the New Yorkers that we are so proud to serve. And it is proof that government can not only deliver services that measurably improve New Yorkers' lives, but also can do its part to deliver joy as well. And just in the language of delivering joy, I do also want to say thank you to the child who let my shot go into the goal when we were taking our kicks. I know that it was actually straight down the middle. After all, the best World Cups are those that reflect the energy of where they're being held, that serve as both a celebration of the best football players in the world and the cities where the games are being played. I will always remember being 18 years old and watching the 2010 World Cup with friends in Durban, South Africa. The sound of endless vuvuzelas, the freedom of playing beach soccer on the sand, the smell of meat cooking on the braai. Those memories are some that I will never forget. And with this watch party, we will create those same memories for the next generation of New Yorkers. And we will do so by bringing out the best that our city has to offer. We will have food, musicians, and entertainers reflecting the full breadth of talent and creativity of the 5 boroughs. Tickets will be available, as the governor said, beginning this Thursday at 10 a.m. and we have set 20% of those tickets for New Yorkers who help make our city what it is, nonprofits and New York City service volunteers. This is but one of a larger effort to make the World Cup belong to every New Yorker. We have delivered 1,000 affordable tickets to the World Cup itself at $50 apiece, free fan fests in all 5 boroughs, $26 food and drink options at more than 488 small businesses and restaurants across our city. And today, right here in Central Park, we are cutting the ribbon, or we already have rather, on a mini soccer pitch where New Yorkers can hone their skills for the next few weeks. The only place in the world where I could ever stand alongside such incredible FIFA legends and be playing at the same time. Throughout the World Cup, New Yorkers will come here. They will attempt their best trivelas. Some flagrant side tackles will be attempted. Please, no two-footing here. And someone will try to imitate Bukayo Saka and then realize that no one can in fact imitate Bukayo Saka. My sincere hope is that in the run-up to the 2038 World Cup, when the U.S. men's national team's next great prospect is asked where his journey began, he will be able to say right here on this pitch in Central Park. I will close with this. One of the great injustices in football history is that President Weah never got to compete in a World Cup. And while we cannot go back in time and provide Liberia with the 1 point they needed in 2002, we will do the next best thing. We will make this World Cup one that as many people as possible can participate in. I want to say thank you to everyone who shares that same mission, all those who have done so much to make the world's game belong to the world. Now, please welcome FIFA President Gianni Infantino.